Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Week by Week. I am your host, Shockyhoudini, and welcome to the premiere episode. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is we're going to be previewing the upcoming games of the NFL week, and we're going to be reviewing the games that happened in the previous week. We're only going to be previewing this week just because, I just want to get a feel for things. I just want to tell you about what's going on in the NFL as well. And I'm also going to give you my take on the NBA Finals, which Game 5 is happening Friday. So, let's hop into it. Thursday night's game, we have the Bucks and the Bears. I think the Bucks are going to get away with this one. That's because Tom Brady's 7-0 on Thursday night games, and I don't think the Bears have enough on defense to try and stop that. I also don't think the Bears have enough on offense to compete with the Bucks and what they have, unless Tom Brady has like a poor game, and then which they can probably come out with a W. But I'm taking the Bucks. We have the Rams versus the Washington football team. I do believe the Rams are gonna skate away with this one, probably by a lot, because I have no faith in Kyle Allen. The jury's out on him, but the Rams have been balling this year, and I don't think, unless the defense just completely stops them, then hey. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm picking the Rams. Next, we got the Bengals and the Ravens. Big fan of Joe Burrow. Followed him during his, that great final year of him in college. But it's the Ravens, How can you pick against them unless they're going against the Chiefs? How can you pick against the Ravens? So I'm definitely going with the Ravens here. Next, we have the Bills and the Titans. This game is currently up in the air due to the COVID reasons. Tennessee is getting a lot of cases, so I doubt the game's going to get played Sunday. But whenever the game's played, I will pick the Titans though, because I should be picking the Bills, but I'm a big fan of Derrick Henry, and I do believe he's gonna have a real impact on this game. Next, we have the Cardinals versus the 0-4 Jets, with Joe Flacco starting as their quarterback. I have faith in Joe Flacco. Don't get me wrong, but it's the Cardinals, so I'm gonna pick the Cardinals. I do believe Joe Flacco's gonna have a good game. I'm not going to be one of those people be like, Joe Flacco's going to stink it up. Nah, I believe in Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's a solid starter. But, life happens. And I think he's going to have a good game. But I do believe the Cardinals' offense is just going to be too much for him. And the Jets suck. Next, we have the Raiders versus the Chiefs. Not much to say here. Patrick Mahomes. Next game. Now we have the Jaguars versus the Texans. First game after losing their head coach and GM. But I'm gonna give them the fresh start win here. Even though they've played absolutely terrible this year, I'm gonna give them the fresh start W. I feel like they're gonna be energized and like, yes. And I think they're gonna win. I think it's gonna be like, not by a lot, maybe like a last minute field goal or something like that, but I do believe that they're gonna win. I could be wrong on this one though. Next, we have the Panthers versus the Falcons. Teddy Beans. This is a hard one. It shouldn't be, but I do have faith in the Falcons because they look so good during games. They do. They just fold so hard. So I'm actually gonna give it to the Falcons. If I'm wrong, hey, it's the second one back to back where I feel like I'm probably gonna be wrong. But I'm gonna give it to the Falcons. Their offense is pretty solid. Offense is really solid. They just need to pull it together. Carolina's offense isn't that much better, and isn't that good to the point where their defense can't handle it. I know the Falcons' defense is lots of injuries, especially, with their DBs, but I do think they can pull this off. I do think they can pull this off. And if they don't, I will not pick them anymore to win, because I have thought they were going to win at least the last. I think I picked them to win every single game this year, and they have lost. So, and I'm not even a Falcons fan. But, you know, this will be the last time if that happens. We have the Dolphins versus the 49ers. I want the 49ers to win, and I'm going to pick them to win because, you know, you got to get Tua in there somehow. I want to see Tua play. But I also think, even though down their starting quarterback still, that their 49ers are still good. 49ers are still a solid team, and they're down Nick Bosa. But they still have a solid team there. I think they'll pull this one out. Not by a lot, but I think I'll pull this one out. Next afternoon game, we have the Giants versus the Cowboys. Ooh-wee. We gotta go with the Cowboys here, probably by a lot. My dad can put up those stats and actually win this game. Because it's the Giants. If the Giants pull this one off, I am going to be weak. But I don't think they're going to pull it off. The Giants are horrible. Horrible. But the Cowboys should pull this one out. Probably by a lot. Next, we got the Broncos versus the Patriots. I am going to take the Patriots because, yeah, why wouldn't you pick the Patriots? Unless you're a Broncos fan. Broncos have a decent team, but the Patriots have a decenter team. And I just think they're going to pull it off, probably by 10, 13 points. I think the Patriots are going to take this one. Next we have the night game, Vikings versus the Seahawks. I do believe the Seahawks are going to probably run away with this one because Kirk Cousins doesn't perform in primetime games. So, yeah, I could go into other reasons, but coming from a Washington fan, I know that Kirk Cousins does not perform in primetime games. Seahawks by 28. Next and last, we have the Monday night game, the Chargers versus the Saints. I do believe the Saints will get away with this one. But if they don't, the Chargers will win by like a field goal. I have faith in the Chargers due to number 10 at quarterback, even though they kind of did my boy Tyrod pretty wrong. But I'm an Oregon football fan. So, yeah. I do think the Saints will probably win, though. But like I said, the Chargers will probably might take it by a field goal. That's the only one I'm like about, because Saints have been looking a little sus. Saints vented. All right, you guys, that's what I think is going to be happening in the upcoming week in the NFL. And now let's go to a segment I like to call What's Up Washington, where we talk about things that are happening with the Washington football team, because that is my squad, and I am located in Virginia, and that is the closest team to me. So, pretty much the main thing coming out of Washington this week is that they have benched Dwayne Haskins for Kyle Allen. Now, I haven't been a Dwayne Haskins fan since he started playing with Washington, because you could just tell by the people say that he needs time and you can't judge him because it just hasn't been enough time. But I don't think these people watch Washington games fully like I do, and like most Washington fans do, most clear-headed Washington fans do. When you see him and he can't complete a little drag, can't throw a slant, can't throw his short throwing accuracy is not good. His medium throw accuracy is not good. His deep throw accuracy is okay. And it's just, you can't, he's not good. He might need time. If you can, next off season, if it's like a full, like, straight up off season where he goes in being like the man, like fighting for the job, gets the job, and is the man during preseason and then opening day for next year, then all right, we can see. But I mean, well, that's just to satisfy the people that think he needs more time. I'm not fully out on him until that happens, but I'm about 80% out on him. That other 20% is for that scenario to happen, and we can see how he looks then, but I don't think he is the guy. He had one solid year at Ohio State of playing, and then he goes into the NFL. He does need more time, or either that, or he's just not gonna be a good quarterback in the NFL. It happens to first round quarterbacks. Trust me. I'm not comparing him to Johnny Manziel or Tim Tebow or anything like that, but I'm saying people come in with high hopes and it just doesn't work out sometimes. It just hasn't worked out. And, hopefully his career gets, on the right track, but he needs work. Washington needs work as well. He doesn't have anyone to throw to except for Terry. He doesn't have an offensive line. He doesn't have a starting running back. So, I mean, these are all things, and his defense is not really good except for his defensive line. So, I mean, he's in a bad situation, but you can't be a bad quarterback in a bad situation. So, that's just my opinion on it. The jury's out on Kyle Allen, but I don't think I think he's just the coach's boy. And that's why he's here. If he plays good, I'm on the Kyle Allen train then. If he plays good this week, I am on the Kyle Allen train. But I am definitely still 100% on the Alex Smith train, because we were 6-1 before he went down. And I know he's probably not the same. You look at his man rating and it's poop, and you're just thinking he's pretty irrelevant. But Alex Smith, before he went down, was a excellent winning quarterback. And I'm just hoping he gets a shot. I hope he does. I'm not gonna pray for Kyle Allen's downfall, but I do want to see Alex Smith taking snaps. And I mean, it might happen. Kyle Allen might throw 3 picks in the first quarter, and then Alex Smith had to come in. But yeah, I'm all in on Alex Smith. The jury's out on Kyle Allen, and Dwayne Haskins. He just needs work, man. He just needs work. Like, if you sit down and if you watch this, anyone that has a problem with the take I have on Dwayne Haskins, please first watch the first 4 games of the season. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You can watch, I guess they wouldn't be highlights, you can be lowlights. You can just watch Dwayne Haskins passes. I don't know if that's a thing on YouTube you can search, but I just need you to watch Dwayne Haskins, watch his mechanics, watch his footwork, watch his arm throwing mechanics, watch him throwing the ball. Watch how the ball is in the air, watch how the ball gets to the receiver, how it doesn't get to the receiver, because it doesn't get to the receiver most of the time. So, that's all I have to say about that. And now we're going to be previewing Game 5 for the NBA Finals. I am a Lakers fan. I'm not a LeBron fan per se, just because I've had very I haven't been a LeBron fan. I just thought he always needed just OD help. But I mean, when you think about it, I think everyone needs help trying to win a championship. But someone that always complaining to be someone that says that they're the best, that always constantly says that they needed more help. And that was in Cleveland. That's when I was just at the point, bro, what else do you need? When they had, Caleb, Kyrie Irving and stuff like that. But besides the point, I'm a LeBron fan now because he plays for my team. But anyway, on that subject, I do believe it's over. LA's gonna get a championship. Um, it is what it is. If AD comes, then it's over. If AD is there and it's all offensive presence, then it's over. And that's it. That's it. If AD comes, the show's over, baby. I mean, congrats to the Heat for like making it this far, and no one really thought that they were gonna make it out the East for real. I wanted them to make it out the East because I am a Tyler Hero fan, and I just thought, I don't. When people have like a bad rap for people and they're still good, I enjoy rooting for that person. That's why I root for Jimmy Butler, because they got him out of the situation with the Timberwolves. They wanted him out. The 76ers, they got him out. And you hear this talk about him being a bad teammate and stuff like that. And now he's sitting in the final. So, how you feel? But, yeah, I think it's over. LeBron doesn't even have to show up. He just needs to be on the court. If AD shows up, we're golden. And if the bench plays how they should play, we're gonna be good. So I think that's it. I don't give the Heat a chance. I'm sorry, I don't. I just don't. LA Nation, not even LA Nation. That's just clear. I mean, if AD shows up, then yeah. And then if LeBron also shows up, then it's over. But AD just has to show up, and I think the game will be over. All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Week by Week. Hopefully, things will get upgraded. Things will get better. I hope you enjoyed the content, though. If you have, leave a like, subscribe with the bell. That would be much appreciated. And if you have a different take on anything I'm saying, or if you think I'm wrong about anything that I've said, leave a comment below. Tell me how wrong I am. Please. I would love to talk to you. Please. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend watching sports. And peace and paper to all. See you next time.